Good day everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are February 28th, snowing again. Keep it coming, I say. Just did a little ride yesterday up on the Quebec side, and snow conditions were quite good, and we look forward to getting more snow so we can continue riding. The review today on the hardcore M8000 with the Alpha Rail. Alpha Rail is a single rail that runs down the middle of the skid instead of having two rails as most machines have. And the advantage to that is the ease in which this machine can get up on its edge. And I'll give you an idea. I just simply grab the outer side of the hand grip here and watch how easy this comes up. I mean, absolutely incredible. I've never seen anything like it. It is so easy to get up on its edge and keep it there with hardly any effort. I've come off an RMK, and this is far easier for me to drive. That's just my opinion. Others may not agree with that, but for me, this is the easiest riding sled that I've had in a mountain version. When you have the hardcore, you get the Q3 shocks from Fox, which is a coilover with a remote reservoir that offers 3 settings, and the 3 settings vary quite a bit from 1 to 3, just with a click, a turn of a little button on the shock itself. So that works really nice. And then you can adjust preload too. If you wanted to get a little more sag, you can just loosen off the spring tension. Same thing in the rear. There's a front shock and a back shock, which are easy to get access to as well. You can see it right there. What do I like about the machine? Well, I like the machine for, of course, the ability to get on its edge and keep it there. I like the power of the sled, the 800. It's quite strong. I love the track. That's called the Power Claw, and 3-inch lug on it. Very, very aggressive in the snow and wicked traction. The front suspension is good. The back is kind of firm and not great on the trail, but it's not a trail machine, so I just live with it. I do 30-35 miles an hour and just get from the trail to where my backcountry riding is, and it's fine. I guess I could soften up the rear skid to make it a little more compliant, but then you kind of mess it up for the off-trail riding style that I do. So I just keep it at its hardest setting on the shocks on the back, and the front are pretty compliant both on and off trail. I love the instrumentation cluster. It gives you lots of information. It's a dual screen, so you get things like engine temperature and RPM and speedometer. You got your hand warmer settings that are displayed as the thumb warmer as well. Trip 1 and 2, hour meter, etc. There's a warm-up button, so it goes, do a cold start on the sled. I think it comes on at about 68 Fahrenheit is when the red light stops flashing, and then you know you're good to go. So doing that warm-up just helps the motor. A couple of things I don't like. Oh, the other things are great. Lots of storage on it. You get a little pack here that I keep my rags and water in, and then this comes stock as well. There's a little travel bag that I keep a belt and tools in. And then I went all out and I bought a $50 suitcase from Walmart and put that on the back of the sled, which works great. I just spent $500 on an Arctic Cat bag that lasted me a year, so I'll stick with the $50 version any day. So far it's worked great. Couple of things on the sled that I don't like. I don't like the center pull on the pull cord. Not a big deal, but I would prefer it on the side, just because for me, I'm a short guy and I have to stand on the board really to do it properly instead of staying off the tongue, because you're always pulling at an angle this way. And the thing is a beast to pull over too. Lots of compression on these. Not a one-hander like on a Polaris. A good solid pull with 2 hands for me on this one. The other thing I don't like on this is that at low RPM, around 3,500, 37 to say 3200, this thing runs so hard to describe. It's like an intermittent, you'd almost think something's wrong with it the way it sounds. It's not smooth operating at all. Once you get up in the RPM, it's fine, but that low 3000 to mid 3000 point is kind of weird. I brought it in, and apparently that's just the way these things are. So a little bit of annoyance if you're just doing some real slow speeds, trying to line it up for a trailer load or something. But once you get up into the powder and you're always feathering on and off the gas, it seems to be fine. Other than that, I really like the sled. It's nice and light. It's been reliable so far. The ease of handling is just incredible. I like the look of it. I think it's a really good looking sled. Really high output on the lighting. So can't say enough good things about it. So anyway, we're going to do some riding and some powder just to kind of show you the sled's capabilities. Certainly not to its fullest, because I'm not an advanced rider by any means, but you'll get an idea as to how this thing performs in the snow and how easy it is to carve with the sled. So I hope you enjoy it. We'll talk soon. Hung up on a log. All right, we had to cut that little log. It got hung up in the front ski. Now we're going to go down through here, left of that little spikely tree, get it up on its right edge, and get back up on the trail. Nice little climb right there. No trouble with this, no trouble at all with the alpha rail, so maneuverable. And that track is incredible.